Hey guys, I'm Christy Vanover. Today we're cooking with Cowboy, and I'm gonna make a roasted beet salad on the grill with a goat cheese basil spread. Let's get grilling. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I love beets. I'm a huge meat eater, but when it comes to vegetables, beets are as meaty as they get. They have a consistency that's kind of a cross between a winter squash and a potato, but they're much sweeter. So today I've got some yellow beets and purple beets. This is what they look like in the store with all this beautiful color of veg and greenery right on top. But we've cut them off, we've cleaned them up, and now I'm just gonna hit them with just a little bit of olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil, avocado oil, any type of oil that you like. And now we're gonna hit them with a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper. Try to get all sides. I like using kosher salt on the grill because it has more of a coarse texture. I also like using the coarse ground black pepper. Sometimes it's called 16 mesh. That has to do with how finely the peppercorns are actually grated. All right, now that these are seasoned up, it's that simple. We're gonna go put them on the grill. I've got the grill set up with some Cowboy Charcoal hickory briquettes. We're gonna place these right on the grill. It takes about an hour for these to cook, and you wanna rotate them every 10 to 15 minutes so you get a nice even char all the way around. While I have the beets roasting on the grill, we're gonna go ahead and make this goat cheese spread. It's actually really good to make this in advance while they're roasting. That way all the flavors really start to marry together when it's time to build our salad. I've got 4 ounces of plain goat cheese. I'm also gonna add a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. I really like the tang that you get from Greek yogurt, but you could also use mayonnaise or even sour cream. But at least give Greek yogurt a try once. Blend that together. You want it to get smooth. All right, we'll get it more incorporated in just a minute. I want to talk to you guys about the garlic. We're using raw garlic. Now, raw garlic has a really strong bite to it, unlike roasted garlic that's a little bit more soft and mellow. So instead of just mincing the garlic, we are actually going to use this microplane or zester, and we're going to zest the garlic. It makes it a lot more fine, almost turns it into a paste. Fortunately, I've got some that's already been minced up here, or zested up, I should say. We are also going to add a tablespoon or so of olive oil. This is gonna help make it extra creamy. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna add in those fresh herbs. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of fresh basil. You can use any type of herbs that you like for this. Personally, I really like the basil, along with a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. This nice and incorporated, and then we will keep this in the refrigerator while the beets are roasting. And as those flavors meld together, it's gonna be nice and creamy, herbaceous, and just a little tart because of that goat cheese and that Greek yogurt. All right, there we go. Let's go put this in the fridge. The best way to know that a beet is done is for it to be fork tender. So you can just take a fork and pierce it inside, and if it feels soft, then it's most likely done. The surefire way to know is to use an instant read thermometer, put it right inside, and you want that temperature to be 205 to 210, and it'll be perfect tenderness. These are ready. Time to take them off the grill. Okay, it's time to get into these beets. You are definitely gonna wanna wear gloves for this, not just for food safety, but because the red beets will turn your hands purple. You don't want that. So what we're gonna do right now is peel the skin off of these. If you peel them before you cook them, that comes off pretty hard. You have to use a potato peeler and stuff. But after you roast them, after you cook them on the grill, the skins just slide right off. Look at this golden beet. It's so colorful. I always do the golden beet first because once I touch the purple beets, everything is gonna get pretty purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this one and slice this one, and then we'll come back to the purple ones. For this salad, I'm gonna slice it in half and then just do some really thin slices. I'm using a chef's knife here. It just cuts through like butter, and I can smell the sweetness. So delicious, so beautiful. We're gonna layer this on our plate with that spread that we made earlier and a few greens. All right, those are the yellow beets. Now, get ready for this reveal. These are gonna be bright purpley red, especially when I slice into them. Again, I'm just peeling the skins right off. You can feel how soft and tender these beets are. You can eat the skin. It is edible, but it's just not as flavorful. You can actually make these beets in advance, cook them on the grill, store them in a zip top bag in your refrigerator, and then when you're ready to make the salad, you can just make it up. They can stay in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. Okay, let's slice into the red beets. Same thing, I'm gonna cut it in half, and then just slice it thinly. You can do any thickness. You can even slice these into wedges. It's really up to you. And I'm using a disposable cutting board. You can use a regular cutting board, but like I said, these beets tend to stain. Actually, a lot of times, beet juice is used to dye fabrics. So because it can stain your cutting boards, I like to use a disposable one that I can just throw away. Okay, this is that basil goat cheese spread that we made earlier while the beets were on the grill. I've kept it in the refrigerator, and it's got wonderful flavor now. It's all really come together. I like to just do a big smear on the plate. And the good thing about this is that you can do individual servings, or you can do a big serving like I'm gonna do right now and let everybody eat it family style. We'll leave a little extra for later. Now you just wanna layer your beets in here, and I like to tuck them with a little bit of arugula. This is a peppery type of a lettuce, so it adds some extra flavor to it that romaine or something like that wouldn't quite give. And just layer this around. You want it to be really beautiful and colorful. Pop some leaves in every now and then, and really just have fun with it. When you eat this, you're gonna dig in and get some of that beautiful goat cheese flavor along with the beets. And the flavor of a beet is really earthy, but also a little bit sweet. So it's just a really unique vegetable that you should definitely try. And like I said earlier, it's got a nice meatiness to it as well. You can serve this as a side dish, or you can serve it as an appetizer. I love to do it individual style as an appetizer or a side salad right before a meal, but it's also great as a full entree. Because beets are so meaty, you could just have this as your whole dinner and be completely satisfied, especially with a little bit of chocolate for dessert. It's also great with wine. Right now I've got some toasted walnuts that I'm sprinkling on. The important part of toasting walnuts before you use them is that it really brings out their essential oils and gives them more flavor. One really important touch, you don't need any salad dressing, but a little bit of olive oil drizzled right on top pulls this whole dish together. And you could also use a balsamic vinegar if you'd like to, but I think there's plenty of sweetness in the beets that it doesn't need that little excess. Little salt, little pepper, and that's it. You've got yourself a beet salad. Such a delicious meal, so beautiful, so flavorful. It really looks like it came from a restaurant and it came from your backyard. All right, when you guys dig in, make sure that you get a piece of beet along with that goat cheese and arugula. Once again, I'm Christy Vanover from Girls Can Grill, and this is how we do vegetables. Next time you want to have a lighter meal, this is something you should definitely try. You can get the whole recipe on our website. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and as always, keep cooking with Cowboy.